Water Works for Girls projects. Few children successfully complete primary education and continue through secondary school in rural areas of Kenya. Hunger and poor nutrition stymie children's growth and cognitive development. But the girl child faces additional stressful and sometimes traumatic challenges in her pursuit of education. Girls who drop out or infrequently attend school not only miss out on professional and vocational opportunities, they are also vulnerable to early marriage, teenage pregnancy, sexual abuse, and other forms of gender-based violence. It is against this background that TAG International Development introduced Water Works for Girls projects, generously supported by the Yorknick Foundation. Carried out in Dhiwa, Homa Bay County with partner NGO Team Kenya, this project aimed to introduce innovative approaches to leverage water to improve education, health, and life chances for girls in this region. Water Works for Girls has 4 main focus areas: revolving fund with agribusiness training, rainwater harvesting, school business firms, and a girls empowerment program. Lack of water or contaminated water blights many villages in Kenya. Poor sanitation and hygiene similarly lead to illness that results in children missing school with poor health. Where schools have an inadequate supply of water, children cannot study and spend their time fetching drinking water for themselves and their families. Low educational attainment in turn drastically diminishes the life chances of young people who are otherwise full of promise and potential. Water Works for Girls introduced innovative rainwater harvesting, filtration, and storage systems in schools to provide ample, safe drinking water.
So when TAG came in with this project, Water Works for Girls, they identified water as a serious problem in the school, which indeed it was. It was also a very big challenge when people visit the latrines, since they had no water to wash their hands with. So when the project was rolled down, made the school now to have tanks which are used to harvest rainwater to be used in the school.
We also installed suitable toilets and hand washing facilities and educated children about the vital importance of hygiene. These efforts led to schools seeing a reduction in waterborne diseases, increased school enrollment rate, and improved performance. Girls in Dhiwa attend school at lower rates than boys and perform less well. A key reason is gender-based violence, the mistreatment of girls. Girls of school age are pressured or deceived into premature sexual activity. Sadly, 1 in 5 pregnant girls are also HIV positive. Dhiwa leads Kenya in new infections, especially girls below 18 years.
We realized that most of the parents were just dealing with boys. They never thought of girls that could do something in future. So boys were the ones to be taken to school, but girls were left at home.
Water Works for Girls provided a safe space for girls to discuss their issues and mentors to encourage girls to be persistent with their education. The mentors, who are former pupils of the partner schools, are also creating awareness in the community.
So first, what we did was to enhance awareness. We call upon the parents of girls from each school and we talked about. Secondly, we trained the police. We had a meeting with the police officers, the health sectors. We realized that when a girl has a problem on the side of gender-based violence, when it is being taken up there was some briberies. Disciplinary was not there.
Consequently, we saw a significant rise in girls completing their primary schooling and many continuing on to high school, in many cases the first in their entire family to do so.
From the time TAG came in, we have never had this issue of gender-based violence in our school, Bongu, majorly. Because of the teaching we have been giving our girls, because of monitoring we have been doing, and because we have put the community to be an eye to us.
Agriculture is the main economic activity in Diwa, which boasts of fertile land and plentiful rain. Despite the natural potential, many people still practice subsistence farming using old techniques and live hand to mouth. As a consequence, many families are extremely poor and cannot afford to send their children to secondary school, nor provide them with school books and uniforms for primary school. Waterworks for Girls worked with mothers of school-age girls so they could afford to provide their daughters with the education they deserve. We provided a 5-month agriculture training program in growing new crops and improved agriculture methods that have greatly improved the livelihoods of these families.
The crops we majorly deal on is groundnut production, also poultry, local improved training, and also we train on groundnut production. The impact is that we want to empower the women so that they have a difference in their production, maybe to help their school-going pupils and students to attain better education. We also empower them so that they can have money in their pockets so that they can also do away with poverty. And another thing that we do is that we give them modern skills on how they can practice agriculture in good agronomic practices so that their farms can be more productive.
The project then provided dozens of mothers with small loans and ongoing support to start new farming activities like raising poultry and growing bananas, or to improve and expand their existing agricultural activities. The project facilitated the introduction of table banking to help these women become more financially independent. Table banking is a group funding strategy where members of a particular group meet regularly to place their savings, borrow funds, and make loan repayments. These microbanking schemes encourage the habit of saving and assist members to gain access to funds where they are needed.
Table banking has helped me a lot. When I borrow from table banking, I pay the school fees. I even buy for her some things. You know, girls need very many things. So the table banking is actually helping me a lot.
We really appreciate TAG International. It has helped us a lot. And this table banking has helped me a lot. I'm a shopkeeper. I do get table banking. I borrow the money. Then I buy things I put in the shop. I sell them. After 1 month, I take another table banking. So I continue like that. And I can see I'm growing.
Many women have managed to grow their agribusinesses through this vital access to credit.
Even now, the women around want even to come and join us in the table banking because they are seeing what table banking is doing.
Waterworks for Girls established school business firms at 3 schools to enable them generate income to allow the poorest children to attend school and provide them with school uniforms and books. Whether rearing animals or growing maize, the schools now enjoy a source of income that is benefiting the most vulnerable children. We also ran a school feeding program in the partner schools to ensure that the most vulnerable children are given lunch, as hungry children cannot learn and many were absent from school.
When it was initiated, we realized high number of admissions because other pupils who are just left there in the village because they had nothing to eat and could not come to school, now got an option by coming to school to learn, and by the end of the day they will have food to eat for that day.
The performance really came out well, and the best girl in 2015 was a girl because of that project.
Poverty is still a major issue in many households, and mothers struggle to provide food and education for their children. The future will remain bleak for other families without external support, whilst action now can positively transform their lives. As you have seen, this project has made a huge impact in the lives of the people of Ndiwa. You can help girls gain an education that will give them a chance to a successful future. You can support women out of poverty by helping them to become economically self-sufficient. You can also assist vulnerable girls to defend their rights against exploitation and abuse. They and their families will live in dignity. Their children will be educated, and the future of the community will be transformed forever. On behalf of the girls, their families, and the whole community, we thank you. Please join TAG International and Team Kenya to support girls' empowerment in Kenya. With sincere thanks to the York Nick Foundation for believing in the future of the girls of Kenya.